Yeah, no, my opinions of that, yeah, is that, cool, you're taking, I hear what you're coming from, but I generally feel like this, innit? It's like, in order to create greatness and add to the industry, you got to create things, innit? So for instance, let's go to Rashid, play Danny Pressplay, let's go to Mixtape Madness, let's go to GRM. They had to, before they made the platform, they could say, we're not part of the industry. They created an ecosystem to add to the industry. Whether you like it or not, what you're doing, you're adding to the industry.
Adding to the culture.
We're adding to the culture, yeah. So
yeah, I'm a part of the culture.
So what do you label the industry as? Brands and all these people that...
No, I label the industry as the industry heads, the record labels, get me, the distribution labels, the GRMs, the link up TVs, the mixtape madnesses, you get me? Even show big shout out to Bills from obviously what he's doing. That's people. I always rate what he's doing. But I'm just saying, Danny Pressplay was never accepted in the industry. Let's just have it right. Danny Pressplay was never accepted in the industry. He just built a lane. He's actually one person that literally can say, yeah, I've done 2,000 videos. I've been on Op Block to Op Block.
Last question. All right, cool. Let's compare them. All right, cool. Tell me what, and as GRM, yeah, because I look at them as one of the GOATs in this thing. Yeah,
GRM amazing brand.
Yeah,
amazing.
Watch it. What did GRM do different from Danny Pressplay into the industry? All right, cool. So GRM, you pay to
built
upload.
Up relationship.
GRM, you pay.
Posty built up great relationship.
Right, and he put on things for the industry, right?
Yeah.
So he put on galas.
Yeah.
He put on events. Yeah. So he done things that also...
Galas come later on down the line.
Later on, yeah, cool, but he done things when he built his platform and people uploaded and they were shooting videos that I feel like were the next level. Like before we saw videos that GRM were producing, respectfully, like Danny Pressplay and people like that weren't producing that level of videos. And I'm
I'm not comparing.
Let me speak.
Yeah, but you're comparing.
Let me speak. Now I'm speaking.
I'm just saying that Danny Pressplay is not part of. I don't class.
But I'm giving a point. But then do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like cool. What I find.
I'm not. Look, you see.
Let me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you, yeah,
guys, can I speak, guys?
No.
Can I speak?
Go on.
I can't speak.
Go on.
Right. My point was this, innit? Was that I'm creating a brand, innit, yeah? And it's like, some of these people you're naming, I understand, yeah, but it's like, sometimes I look back, it's like, why hasn't Danny Pressplay then did the gala? And I'm not saying a gala is everything, but why hasn't he made an eco space where he can invite the whole industry to, and he can put himself in that? I feel like with Posty, yeah, is like, man, actually, he's built a platform that's been magnificent. Also, he's put on events, yeah, that people be like, oh, I didn't get invited. But to create a party is free. You've had parties.
Let me.
Hold on. What have you had parties?
Yeah, I have had a parties. Yeah. Let me explain something to you. Though.
Go on.
You're getting it totally twisted.
All right, go on,
bro. What Posty or any of them are doing is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What my issue was they tried to go on like man was not a part of the industry. Don't get it twisted, bro.
But you was invited to galas.
So let me finish now. I'm saying let me finish, bro.
Go on.
Let me finish. Man's getting invited to the galas and that and whatnot. But bro, man, fam. I'll be honest with you. With all due respect, I came out from doing a long time. I've come out. I've got accolades, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man, never ever. These pages has never ever championed man. And for man, I started preying it. I'm thinking, So in my head, I'm saying, bro, like, in my head, I'll do things or say things for the greater good or big up. And I'm just like, bro, why am I even bigging up these man? Bro, man's a threat. Because with me, I'm very outspoken. So I get it. I'm saying, raw, hold on. Man's a threat, bro. Man loves what Posty's doing. It's amazing. He's amazing. I just don't rate the industry and friends, the industry ring. I don't rate that. I'm saying, bro, like, if we're going to grow culture or grow our scene, let's develop fresh talent. Let's keep it at it. Forget about the politics, bro. Me as a person have brethrens, bro. Brethrens that have bare politics about the people who I talk about, bro. You can't tell me anything. Respectfully, I'm just saying it. Don't tell me, you can't tell me if I'm going to report, or if I'm going to do something, if I'm going to speak about that person, I'm going to do it properly. You can't tell me that, and I'm saying, look, Posty is a civilian. So I'm saying, is he in his duty for someone who man class as the go-to, the biggest page that carries our scene. I'm saying Posty has done anything, he's done amazing stuff. So I don't want you to think, in your head that there's a problem. What I'm saying, I'm not a part. These lot has showed man that man's not a part of the industry from their behavior. So I'm saying, bro, I'm not a part of them.
Okay.
I'm not a part of them.
All right, cool.
If I was a part of them, let me just finish quickly. I'm saying if I'm a part of them, look, let me tell you the difference between them and Made You Think. Made You Think don't agree with bare the stuff that I say. But what does Made You Think do? He still posts this, man. He still shares certain points, certain education points. Do you get it? These man going like, man don't exist. Yes, last year I demonstrated that someone that didn't get posted in any of their platforms that became more of a powerhouse than, so it didn't matter. But I didn't do it. I didn't know what I was doing. It just happened and I was grateful. But what I'm trying to say to you is, that's why I say Made You Think is culture. He is the industry because he can separate his feelings from the business. Like, okay, I'm going to post about this. Go on.
All right. So my point is, can I speak about you interrupting me? Yeah.
Go on.
You sure?
Go on.
All right. Cool. So my point is this, innit? First of all, I would say you have been included in certain, and let me, while I say this before you jump on my throat, maybe you might not be included to the way you liked of been included, but that's just life, innit? But I feel like the fact of that, and I say this because remember, I come into the industry very late. You've been in the industry way longer than man. So you have been invited to the GRM galas, and maybe there might be other things that I can't see that you're thinking, well, I could have had a seat at a table. Obviously, when you're building an ecosystem, like we're in your villa now, and it's amazing, like the whole setup is even, I feel like when you see it on camera, people don't understand it until they actually come here and you be like, raw, like this is amazing. Today, I've even sat down, you've shown me your back end of your YouTube, of even the financial revenue you're making, amazing. Like making me think, raw, like there's so much work for me to do. But what I'm saying is, it's not everything that you can now put, you could not now put 100 creators on at once. Even if you wanted to, you can help people and give people advice. And if you had an event, you might say, all right, cool, bam, 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 bam. But I'm sure on your platform, when you have hierarchy system, you can't help everyone. And I feel like sometimes, it says like when you're like, it costs to be the boss in it. So it's like, for me, even in what I'm doing, I've made people eat in this game before I've ate. I've done amazing things to other people and built them to amazing places, and I've ate lost in it. At the same time, it's like, with like people like Posty, I feel like they've created a platform. Man don't know what it took to get to there. Man don't know whether it took like sleepless nights to them not having nothing. And when they've built it, it's like, because they're such a powerful person, and man, and you know what it is, in a way, the respect you're giving them is that man actually respects them to a level, man says they're number one in it. So sometimes man wants a space at the table, and sometimes when man's not offered that, man will think, well, I know what I'm worth, I know what I've brought to the scene, I know what I'm doing. Why aren't man getting offered certain things and other people are? Obviously, that's just the way of life sometimes. I feel like with Posty, why I actually rate him so